Hi, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is a review of the Mould King 33034. As you look at it, you can tell right away what it is. It's a clone of the Syma X5C. There's been a whole slew of different clones coming out, low-cost clones of the Syma X5C, but most of them are cameraless. And since they don't have a camera, they're mostly low-cost quadcopters running in the low 30s, $30 US dollars. This one here in particular, I guess, is around $34 retail price. Now, what's good about that is I'm not a big fan of the camera that comes with the Syma X5C. It's downward pointing. It's kind of blurry, the one that I got, and it also cuts the flight time in half of my Syma X5C. So in effect, for most of my flights, I remove the camera off my X5C and just fly it with a keychain camera if I want to get aerial video. So there once was a version of the Syma X5 cameraless version, but Syma stopped making that, and I think that was a mistake. And that's where all these clones come in. They realize that, hey, this is a great quadcopter in itself without the camera. Why not just make versions of it without the camera? So the one I'm going to review again today is the Mould King 33034. There's one big advantage of this in that it's advertising a range of 150 meters. That's double the range of the Syma X5C, if that's true. I'm going to try to fly it out to maybe 100 meters. My wife's walking a dog, and if possible, I'll try to get her to walk out 150 meters. I don't know if she wants to do it or not. Yeah, I'll do a long-range flight today. I want to test its stability, too. The Syma X5C is very famous for its stability. I want to see if this thing is as stable or close to it, which would make it a bargain, in my opinion, at $34. And also, there's one other thing this thing has that the X5C doesn't, that some people might like, and that is headless mode. Okay, the Mould King 33034 does have headless mode, and I'll demonstrate that also. So let's go into a flight. Before I do, I know some of you might be wondering, hey, will the Syma X5C controller work with this and vice versa? You know, since this has a 150 meter range controller. No, I tried that already. The controllers are different. They won't bind with each other. You have to use the 33034 transmitter with this only. It will not work with the X5C. So let's go into flight and try it out. Let's see how the 33034 flies. Hope you enjoy the flight. Okay, the quadcopter's turned on. You got to give it a few seconds to initialize the gyro before turning on the transmitter. This is the transmitter for the 33034. Nothing fancy. The right side button is for doing flips. The left side button is for choosing low rate and high rate. And if you hold it down for 3 seconds, it also selects headless mode. All the others are as expected, meaning throttle and rudder. And this one is yaw or roll. I'm sorry. Yeah, throttle, rudder, yaw, and pitch and roll. And you also have trim buttons. Let's go bind it. You turn it on. And it's on. Let's take it for a flight. Okay, the first thing I want to check is stability of the quadcopter. Trimming it. Hands off flying. For that guy who denies that I can fly these hands off, it's a very stable flyer. Just like it's what it's meant to be, a clone of the X5C. Let's walk over to it. Very stable. I'm not faking this. That guy says I'm faking. Okay, let's take it for a flight. Forward pitch. It flies just like the X5C. So this is a cheap version of the X5C. Got a very strong yaw rate on it though. Let's see if I might be in high. Okay, pressing, which one? That button. The yaw rate slows down. This is okay. One beep is beginner mode. Steering's nice and proportional. Nice and slow proportional. I like that. Let's bring it overhead and take a look at it. Now look, there's the one difference between this and the actual X5C is its lights. Let me bring it in for a landing and show you that. Look at the lighting on this. The X5C has a band of LEDs. These have a single LED on each of the arms, so that's the only difference, and I guess that's the only way they get away with saying that this is not a clone. Otherwise, everything is exact duplicate. I think you could use the parts of the Syma X5C, since those parts are numerous and easy to be found. They should work with this quadcopter, all the X5C parts, with the exception of the LEDs and the LED covers. Okay, let's take it back up for another flight. Okay, I want to go to high rate. Now, the X5C itself is very maneuverable. Let's see how this one maneuvers. This one, I don't know. I got those stupid, hold on a second. I got the prop guards on. Let's take them off. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. We're going to pop off those prop guards so we can do an apples to apples comparison of maneuverability. I'm turning this off to save the battery. And these prop guards just pop right off. I'll put them in my pockets. I don't like prop guards anyways. They tend to make quadcopters get stuck in trees. So I really only like these if you're doing indoor flying. That's about the only reason you want to have prop guards. Okay, prop guards have been removed. Quadcopter is back on. Okay, give it a second to initialize. Binding with the transmitter. And yes, you notice a big difference in the way this flies without the prop guards. Let's go to high. Wow, look at that yaw rate. And high. Very maneuverable. Which way is which? There we go. Going back there. Well, my battery's going dead. I didn't fully charge that.